there are so many more Pokemon that could have the dragon type. What Pokemon do not have the dragon type that could possibly have the dragon type? Because I think ever since Generation 1, this list has been growing more and more. These are Pokemon that are classified mechanically in the game. They're in the Dragon Egg group. And they're classified as the Dragon Egg group. So we have Pokemon like Charmander and Charmeleon, Charizard. This next one's really cool. Ekans and Arbok, because these are...
Which it makes sense because they're snakes, right? So we're just doing the reptile thing. Like, they could have easily been dragon or get like a dragon evolution.
Yeah,
know?
Absolutely.
Same as like with Horsey and Seadra. I think Seadra should have been a dragon, but
I could see it being poison. Yeah, they're on this list because of their evolution. We've got,
but they make sense. They're seahorses, and those are like just draconic vibes.
They are, absolutely. And they're like cute little dragons. Magikarp and Gyarados is awesome, right? Gyarados is really the dragon there. This is the sea dragon. We've got, this is sick, Trico, Grovyle, and Sceptile, which makes sense because Sceptile does mega evolve to gain the dragon type.
But I think it's also just because they're reptiles again.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah.
The question really is for me, is should these have gotten a dragon type even? Like, I'm just thinking about some of them.
I think some of them could, but I think
Sceptile could have been.
There's also this thing where it's like, Game Freak makes games based on the balancing of their games as well, right? Of course. They can make a cool game, a design, but they're like, if this is too powerful, or if it doesn't make sense to be able to get it in an early route, right? Like Swablu, it's like, let's make it normal flying, and then if you evolve it around the 7th gym, then now you have a dragon type, but you're late enough into the game, right? So
absolutely, I'm just talking about like design wise, not really like actually it being a dragon, because it wouldn't make sense. Like Sceptile could do it. Yeah, I don't know, but
no, I think Sceptile could be a dragon type. I think someone actually made a video. Someone made a video about doing like a full playthrough with the ROM of their Sceptile being dragon type, and it didn't even like affect anything. Right? People always tell me in my comments that I should not make a starter dragon type because it makes them totally broken, and that is not true at all. Dragon type used to be super powerful, and it's not that powerful anymore. So
especially if they get it as the final evolution.
Yeah, dude, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all.
I think it would be
dude, if a starter can get fairy type, then a starter can get dragon type.
Absolutely.
I agree.
There's a guy, I mean, dragon's weak to 3 things, fairy's weak to 2.
Yeah.
I think it will happen too eventually.
I think there's this YouTuber. His name is Mr. Buddy, I think.
Yeah.
And he would do. Icon. He kind of got his big rise by like he'd do like, what if Pokemon did a Greek region and all this, and he did for his Norse region or Scandinavian region, because of Norse mythology and dragons being very heavy in that area. He suggested like the starters, you're actually given an egg and it hatches into a dragon type, and it'll be dragon fire or dragon water.
That's so cool.
That would be the sickest
starter
ever.
Yeah. Did he do the Buddymon?
Yes.
Yeah, I love his stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I'm like, these are Buddymon, but these should just be Pokemon.
Well, he calls them Buddymon so he can license them.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. Like, because when he started, it was just Pokemon, and then he
dude, I'm gonna make Dustymon
it to be Buddymon.
Should I make Dustymon?
Dustymon.
You should.
I made a couple designs, but they're all based on Pokemon, so I guess I can't do that with them. So we got Trapinch, Vibrava, Flygon. Again, it makes sense because they are dragon type, but again, these are Pokemon that are not. They don't look like dragons, not really. Kind of. Flygon does a little bit.
I love that Seviper's there.
I do too. Seviper's here. Feebas and Milotic is here, which is totally true. I think Milotic could have been a dragon type. It could have been a fairy type.
They're very similar to Magikarp and Gyarados.
Exactly.
Yeah,
those
I don't know
if dragons.
I think it should have had something.
I really don't think I would make them dragon or Seviper, to be honest. But it's just funny that they're here.
Well, they're snakes. Yeah. No, totally. Yeah. We've got the Gibble line, of course, but Scraggy and Scrafty is here. These are dark
fighters. They make a lot of sense
because they're lizards. Yeah. I like that a lot. I did not know they were part of this egg group.
They get like Dragon Claw and Dragon Dance.
In my playthrough of Black right now, I started with Tepig and Roggenrola, and I'm like, I do like the Roggenrola. And Tepig, I'm like, oh, it's kind of cute. I keep leveling it up. It's finally an Emboar, and I'm like, I'm not having fun with this game. I haven't built a team. So I traded in a Serperior that was like around the same level from another game, and I traded over a Lapras, and I'm like, ooh, I got the dragon team. This is so cool. And now I'm like, I think I'm gonna go and catch a Scrafty. I think I'm gonna go catch a Haxorus, and like make a full dragon team. That's just a little sidebar.
Next time I revisit Unova, I'll be using Scraggy on my team.
Yeah, Scraggy's cool, man. Scraggy's really cool.
I don't know why, but let's do it.
Helioptile is here. This is an electric normal type. But if they can give it a normal type, why not give it a dragon type? Why is it not electric dragon, right? This is another lizard.
A little too small, maybe.
I don't think it matters. I don't think Noibat is small, right?
Yeah.
We got Salandit and Salazzle. These are it really is, dude. The dragon type is just a lizard reptile.
If you are a lizard or reptile, you can be a dragon.
Look at this, dude. Silicobra and Sandaconda. So these are new Pokemon too. These aren't Pokemon that were like retconned. Like these are brand new Pokemon that they purposefully put into the dragon egg group. That's cool. I guess that's the end of the egg group. But I do think that there are so many more Pokemon that could have the dragon type. Just right off the top of my head, Lapras is one. I think Lickitung being a lizard would be really cool.
About him.
Lickitung is so cool. No, Lickitung is kind of boring, but it is also a classic Gen 1 Pokemon, and it's because of how big it is.
To me, it's always been more amphibian-like.
I think it's amphibian,
like a salamander.
Yeah, it still passes as a dragon type to me though.
Because of how bulky it is, I think Lickitung being dragon type would have been sick.
The little beady eyes is what makes me think amphibian.
I think Kaiju is something that we see a lot in the Pokemon universe, right? So Pokemon like Rhydon, I could see that being a dragon type. Kangaskhan, I could see that being a dragon type. But again, Lapras, I think Lapras would be so cool as a dragon. Would you get rid of the water or the ice type? I think maybe dragon ice would be cool.
Dragon ice would be cool.
Right.
But you'd probably get rid of the water.
You probably would get rid of the... I think Game Freak, if they were to ever do this, and I don't think they ever will, would get rid of the ice, but I would say get rid of the water.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second, I'm going to shut my window.
Okay. So I think we could also see... I'm just going to keep going.
There was Gyarados as well.
Yeah, Gyarados would be cool. Gyarados, yeah. I mean, I guess some of these, like, I'm just like, this has been talked to death. So, like, of course, Charizard should have a dragon type, right? But let's see.
I think it's fine with Gyarados because they changed his typing when he Mega Evolved.
Yeah.
And they just missed the mark.
Yeah, they dark instead of dragon. Like, what?
Which is so that's silly.
Steelix, I think, could be one.
Yeah,
Steelix, dude. Yeah, I was gonna say Onyx. Onyx is a worm. Onyx is that sand worm from Tremors or from Dune. I would love to see that so much. I'm actually.
Some people would call him a snake, even. So.
Yeah. I'm actually commissioning someone right now to make a dragon type evolution of Onyx. In Scyther, actually, I think Scyther would be sick if it got like.
Oh, Scyther was one I thought of when I was thinking of this topic. I was like, Scyther would be on my like dragon type tier list kind of thing because it's so like dinosaur looking.
What about Dunsparce?
Oh my gosh.
Yes, it is a snake. It is a snake.
It is
maybe not Dunsparce, but the Dunsparce I think could have been a dragon.
The Dunsparce should have been.
Honestly,
I remember everyone was like Dragon Fairy Dunsparce evolution.
The god Pokemon. Someone said Donphan could be dragon type. I thought that was kind of weird.
That's silly.
But I could kind of see it.
I could see Great Tusk.
I think it was Great Tusk.
Yeah, Great Tusk. I could see that.
Great Tusk. But I still don't.
Was that V-Create art? I did see that actually.
Yeah.
What else? I think Tyranitar is a good. Yeah.
If Tyranitar was like a miss.
And what's crazy is that Tyranitar.
Dragon type.
Yeah, Tyranitar was the only pseudo-legendary, I guess Metagross as well, that was not dragon type, and it so obviously looks like a dragon type. Like, just make a dragon dark.
In fairness, though, there wasn't really a precedent before that. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like, it was just Dragonite.
Yeah, but they had nothing. Well. Yeah, you can't pass over Lugia, but they had nothing in Gen 2 for dragons. Like, it was just Kingdra, and it's not even an original Gen 2 kind of thing, you know?
Tyranitar wasn't cool.
These two should have been dragons, in my opinion. I mean, I always think
Lugia Ho-Oh could too.
I don't get the rock type
with Altaria is like it's a legendary bird, like the thing that's based on. So Ho-Oh is a phoenix. It could
Psychic
be Psychic
dragon, fire dragon. That would have been sick. But they're also birds, right? And I think having the dragon type would also justify being a water or living in the water.
Lugia's a dragon.
Is it a bird? I don't think it is.
It's
sorry, it's not a bird. It's flying type.
Okay.
Yeah, it's flying type. They're the flying type.
It's legendaries. A sea dragon to me.
It is. I think it's a sea dragon. It has hands, for Christ's sake.
Yeah. So and then
Sceptile could be dragon type. You know what's crazy? Because like any sort of, I think also what I do is any sort of obscure monster, Pokemon monster looking thing, I could just justify it being a dragon type. Like I look at Swampert,
like
I'm
Plusle.
No, not Plusle. Plusle is a bunny.
I have to go back a little bit because I wanted to mention it earlier when we were talking about Eastern dragons to Suicune.
Yes.
So Suicune is kind of based on Kirin, I think is what it's called, and it's an Eastern kind of dragon.
Dude, I see that.
Literally, like a deer horse thing.
Yes, dude. Yes, we were just talking about that.
It's or not a
deer horse.
The Quillen.
That's it.
I think it's
It looks like the dragons. It has the same head structure and crest and horns and flowing mane of the dragons from Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah, it's not confirmed, but I fully believe it. I think that's what it was based on. So
are there any other Pokemon off the top of your head? Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No. I think that's one of the reasons why it even got like Walking Wake was like a dragon and all that.
I think Exploud could pass as a dragon type. If it never gets the sound type, like that would make it so much more interesting.
Dokkaebi.
yeah. Dude, that's crazy. I've never thought Aggron could have the dragon type, but I see it and I love that so much.
Totally.
Steel.
Totally.
Dude, the rock type really is just a fill-in for just for you know what? Yeah, Plusle really could be a dragon type.
Or Mega Manectric.
Yeah.
I can see it. We're just
I could kind of see it.
Like it gets
yeah, you're right, because if Altaria is a dragon type, right? Why can't Survivor? Why can't any of these other Pokemon?
Whiscash.
I mean, all right, let's keep it serious.
Throwing out random
no, Whiscash, seriously, think about it. It's got the whiskers. It's based off this legendary, like, I think maybe it's a yokai. It might have been a monster that causes earthquakes.
That's a good point.
I see it.
That's a good point. I feel like Game Freak does this thing where they introduce, this happens a lot. They introduce a new typing, and then they
water ground, then they overdo it.
No, they either overdo it or they will purposefully put the same type into, like, so water ground is the typing of Swampert, which is the starter. So it's like if you didn't pick Swampert, you could still get a water ground type later in the game. They do that.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Grass Ghost, they have about beaten to death.
Yeah, I think my Milotic could be dragon type. I think Tropius would be so cool. Yeah, Kecleon would be sick as a dragon. Tropius would be sick as a dragon.
Tropius should be
grass dragon. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that's another one.
Kyogre and Groudon, honestly.
Yeah.
At least Groudon.
Dude, something's wrong with my brain though, because I look at Walrein and I'm like, that could be a dragon. It's not. Right. But it has this like weight to it, right? It looks like a final boss.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
The Huntail line?
Yes,
Here's
dude.
my logic. It like retcons like Clamperl to be like a dragon's egg that happens into this dragon serpent.
Make a good
that's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
I love that, dude.
That is really
so
good,
cool.
Look-alike mon.
It's like the egg of a Palkia.
Mm-hmm.
That's so cool. And I think Love Disc. No, maybe not Love Disc. I'm thinking Dragon Scale, Heart Scale.
A little Momola more than Love Disc.
Yeah.
It's like you're thinking ahead of like it could evolve into a dragon.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
That thing itself is not a dragon.
No. Torterra could be a dragon, right?
Starly.
Turtle.
Okay, I'm trying to be serious.
You suggested Love Disc.
No, I was thinking Dragon Scale and Heart Scale. Love Disc's only purpose is to give Heart Scales, right?
Granados or Shieldon.
I was gonna say
those,
I think Granados is Dragon. I think Shieldon should be Dragon Steel. That'd be cool if one day we actually get access to those regional. That'd be sick if they just give us regional forms for those. Let's see. I think as we go, they start appropriately giving us or distributing the dragon type as we go further and further into the generation.
Yanmega.
Yeah, Yanmega would be a great one. Yeah, for sure. Man, what a come up. But even like Licky,
I could kind of see, to be honest.
Yeah, I think all of these needed something additional, right?
Electivire is like more like an Oni. Gorilla.
I see Dragon. I'm sorry, I see Fighting or Dark type with Electivire.
Yeah, it would have been cool if like Electivire was Electric Fighting and Magmortar Fire Psychic or something.
Yeah, that would have been cool. Tangrowth.
Of course, now we have Fire Psychic Magmortar, and he is cooler, and his name is Armarouge.
Yeah, guys, I'm coming around. I think Armarouge actually I might like better.
Yeah.
You know what it is?
Infinitely better.
You know what it is?
Infinitely.
It's because Ceruledge is like too dark. Like I feel like I can't see.
Edgy.
I like its swords, but I think it's like the blue. It's like blue and navy and black, and it's just I think it's difficult for me to see like the intricacies of the design. And I'm a sucker for contrast. Like there's so many Gen 1 Pokemon I hate because
Armarouge has got the yellow,
they're
the
just
red,
tan.
black, you know.
For me, it's definitely the colors, but
pink.
it's also just the boots.
Sure.
I like the boots. I've never thought of that. I like the boots a lot.
That's not what I thought you said at first.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm just a Gardevoir
Boots
fan
for the teeth.
for whatever reason.
Gliscor I could kind of see.
Gliscor would be kind of cool, yeah. Because of the.
But I like ground flying better.
How about Porygon Z though? Porygon Z, I could see.
I could see that. Yeah, a digital dragon because it has the beak. It's got horns. I could see that. Digital monster. Yeah, April's coming around. We definitely have to do that. We definitely have to do that Digimon tier list. That'd be fun.
We should.
What other I guess
Superior.
Yeah, Superior. It could be a dragon.
Yeah.
I really don't like Emboar.
Triad is the original dragon, as we established earlier.
Gen 5 remake games and
Gigalith, I could also
Yes.
Superior.
I have
Superior is the original.
I have Gigalith on my team right now, and I'm like, I feel like it's a dragon. It's not, but it kind of feels like it is.
I don't think it could pass.
Gigalith is so freaking cool.
Look at this soul.
It's cool, but it doesn't need to be a dragon. It has nothing to do with dragons.
But it looks like it looks like a drake.
Very.
That's the whole thing about dragons that I was trying to tell you earlier with Altaria. This thing looks like a dragon to you because dragons are fierce, and this is fierce. That's what you're getting the vibe from.
Yeah.
But
this is so cool.
Yeah.
And then we also have
it's very monstery, kind of reminds me of a dinosaur.
True.
What about Scolipede?
Scolipede.
Nah.
Bastion, Crocodile.
Basiligion.
Crocodile.
I'm jumping ahead, but Basiligion.
Yeah, Basiligion's cool, but the ghost type's even cooler.
It is cooler on it.
I think Crocodile would be interesting.
Crocodile.
Scrafty, as we discussed. Would it get rid of the dark or the fighting type?
Dark, I would say.
Yeah, dark.
Yeah. I could see Archon and Caracosta both getting that dark type. It's interesting, Caracosta is the only fossil Pokemon to not have a primary rock type, but that's a different video. You guys gotta fill the silence.
Gothitelle.
Just keep scrolling. We're looking.
All right.
Well, that's true. I guess for the listeners, we're just looking.
We're looking at the decks right now.
We're scrolling.
I could see Alomomola more than Jimmy?
I don't know. Alomomola is just water.
Forget them. Electros though.
Forget them.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's funny is people. We will get one comment, at least one comment, that Electros is better off being just electric with Levitate because it has weaknesses.
It is.
But it could be a dragon. That'd be nice.
These are not that we want them to be dragons. These are they
could be considered. Yeah. I always thought Mienshao, not always, like a month ago. No. I thought Mienshao could be dragon type because it's.
I can see that because there's like a fighting aspect, like maybe like dragon style fighting or something. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like
and the whiskers. Okay, sure.
And it's found in the Dragon Spiral Tower. But again, it's a secondary dragon type, right? That's kind of just that
would be like a Game
I love
weird
Mienshao.
Yeah.
If they give a Mienshao a dragon fighting evolution, that'd be sick.
I also love that.
Eat more, oddly enough.
Yeah, maybe.
Eat more.
It's an anteater. It's not a reptile.
It's an anteater.
Volcarona, just because it's very legendary.
I'm trying to be realistic out here. Just keep scrolling.
Oh, Bunnelby is a dragon type. Beat you to it, Lumi. Beat you to it.
Absolutely, it is.
What about?
There's really not too many in these gens.
No, because I think they do an appropriate job. Like,
give me an Aegislash that has. They'd never do this, but give me an Aegislash that has dragon's blood on it. So it's dragon steel.
Dragon's Bane.
Yeah, Dragon's Bane.
Yeah,
that's cool. That's cool.
I think Aurorus and Amora could have been dragon as well.
Of course.
Okay, the listeners are like, these people are insane.
You know what I'm saying though? We were talking about Tyrantrum and that.
Yeah, I could see
line, like Amoris could have been.
Amoris definitely could have been. Well, that Amoris, I think what it could be is its hidden type is rock ice, and the Tyrantrum is dark dragon. That makes sense.
I think it was meant
meant
to be a counterpart to it.
I think though the original type of the Amara line would be electric, because they're associated with the Auroras, which is all like electromagnetism, and then also they learn a lot of electric moves like discharge and stuff.
Dude, this Pokemon right here, Vikavolt, I could see this being a dragon type. This is dude.
Again, this is just because it looks like
it looks fierce.
Yeah, but it has nothing to do with dragons. I would not.
What about
maybe Wishy-Washy? Maybe.
I know. I was thinking that too, because it's like a sea dragon, but they're not really dragons. This is the thing, right? It's like we can't give it every Pokemon. Look at Salazzle, could have been.
Or its male evolution.
I think they do a really good job later on, like just giving us the interesting dragons.
Yeah, we're not finding many because in the beginning, they didn't know what they were doing.
For real. Inteleon? No, not a dragon. It's a human.
No, it's a man.
I honestly don't even think it's worth like going through the rest of this list, because I think
what you're doing is fine right now. Colossal could have been one. Colossal.
Yeah, Colossal would have been cool. I like Colossal.
That's the
kaiju.
Yeah, Sandaconda as well.
I think.
Colossal is like a kaiju, which those kind of like.
Those pass as a dragon, right?
Yeah.
We got. What do you think about Runerigus? I've never liked it. Yes. You guys are making me appreciate it more because like the drawing of it is a dragon.
Perfect.
But
dude, how sick would it be if we got a look-alike to Runerigus that is the dragon that's
that would be cool.
I think I would cry. I'm just saying because it's like another like snaky-looking dragon. I would be so into it.
That would be
so
cool.
into it.
I think honestly, all of these Arctozolt could have been dragon. I think Arctovish could have been dragon.
They're all dragon.
Like it should have been like electric dragon, ice dragon, water dragon, just dragon. But the combinations are more interesting. Let's see. There really isn't much else here, right?
Well, Basculegion.
Yeah, Basculegion could work.
I don't think it would. I don't think it fits dragon.
I think Ghost type makes sense.
Skeledirge.
It's fine as a ghost. It has so many design inspirations.
Yeah, and I'm saying could be, not would be.
I think it could have been dragon, to be honest. Like, I get the ghost thing, but it would have fit.
I'm tempted to say Garganacl, but I think it's fine as a rock type. I think it's fine.
No.
It could have had fairy on it because it's got like all these healing properties.
Sure. Yeah. I honestly think this is doing really well. I think.
Go villains.
It's Pathra since it's not a bird.
That's true. It's kind of like a dragon.
That would be like a Game Freak one where it's like a typical, looks like a bird, but it's a dragon.
I'm honestly done. I think all of these make sense. Wug Trio would be kind of funny. No, Revavroom needs a different typing.
It needs the ghost type.
Yeah. Or
Revavroom type.
It just doesn't need a tongue. Why does it have a tongue? Dude, honestly, I have thought about this. I think I'll tell you this. I think Satitan could have the dragon type.
Yeah, I think
Satitan makes a lot of sense to have a dragon type because it would feel like a parallel to Garchomp, right? A land dragon, a land whale. I think that would be cool.
It would have made more sense for Dondozo to be water dragon and Tatsugiri to be pure water.
Yeah, I think they just all should be dragon type. Maybe they did that.
We're all dragon. That'd be cool.
Maybe they did that for competitive reasons because like then they aren't all.
Oh yeah, because Dondozo's bulky as heck. That would be horrible.
Yeah.
The Dunsparce is really one that I would pick.
Yeah, the Dunsparce.
Pretty much all the past paradoxes could be dragon.
Dude, Great Tusk could
Slitherwing.
be. Yeah.
Slitherwing should be the bug.
Great Tusk.
It should have been the bug dragon.
Iron Jugulis should definitely be dragon type.
Even Iron Thorns. A lot of those guys should have been, because they still are dragons.
Electric's fine.
Yeah, but the body I'm talking about. So like Iron Thorns is like a dragon, it's just like Tyranitar, same kind of thing.
So and then finally Terrapagos needs to be a dragon.
Terrapagos, the ultimate should have been a dragon type.
It's so underwhelming.